Today I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks on how to resize your pants to get the perfect fit. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we are going to be resizing these pants, essentially changing the whole pattern of them so that they fit me much better. Now, I made these high-waisted, wide-legged trousers back in the summer. I was really happy at the time with how they turned out, but the more that I've tried to wear them, tried to match them in different outfits and different pieces, they just don't fit me right, and I really want to change that since I did spend money on the fabric. So the first thing we are going to do is we need to take out all the seams. So depending on how your pants do not fit would depend on what seams you need to take out. If it was the waistband, you may need to remove the facing. If it was the hem at the bottom, you need to take out the hem. Mine needs to be entirely redone, so I am taking out every single seam so that I can just have all the original pattern pieces and then I can re-put them back together. In addition, I am taking out the zipper as I want to change this to having a side zipper instead of the front. Once all the seams are taken out, I then am going to be using this new look pattern. I will include the original link. So this was new look 6712, and I love this pattern. I made another pair of pants with it, and I'm basically just going to be resizing my pants using this pattern. Now on pants, on the pattern pieces, it will show where the crotch line is as well as where your waistline should be. So one way you can make sure that your pants always fit is seeing how does that pattern piece compare to your actual measurements. So I'm placing this against myself, and as you can see on the pattern piece where it shows my natural waist, that's actually not where my waist is at all. My waist is lower than that. So I have a shorter torso compared to what most patterns describe. So for this, I need to just move my pattern piece slightly down. And so I take it off about an inch from that middle section so that I shorten it so that I can get that correct fit with where my waist hits. Now, depending on your sizing, you may need to make this longer, so you lengthen it, or you may also need to shorten it, or it may fit perfectly for you. Now that I have this done though, this is going to give me a much better fitting pants since it will hit actually on my waist instead of being too big like the pants were before. So now I'm just going to be taking this pattern piece and I will be bringing it over to the pattern piece for the back of the pants, and I will be adjusting the same amount for the back as well. So the back also talks about like where your waistline should be, and I just need to move that down about an inch with the crotch line so that I can get the correct sizing for the back as well as the front of my pant. So now I am placing my pattern pieces on the original fabric, and as you can see there is a big difference. So we're going to be taking a lot off, and then at the bottom you can see where the hem is. I'm going to need to take out the hem as well since I need to re-hem these pants. So now that I have the pattern pieces all laid out, I can go through and recut this out so that I'm able to sew it all back up. So for mine, I will be doing just an entirely new pant essentially, but depending on what yours is, maybe you only needed to worry about the waist, maybe you just need to worry about the hem. A lot of this will vary on your situation for how you want your pants redone. Your pants may not need to go through this drastic of an overhaul, but for mine, I really wanted to make sure that they fit and that they were something that I would be able to wear over and over and over again. I'll also be sure to include the link to when I originally created these pants, the new look version, in case you want a full step-by-step tutorial. So now with the waistband fixed, we can see that it's hitting actually at my waist now. It is no longer too big, so that is a big plus, and these pants are moving in the correct direction. So now what I need to do is add the zipper on the side and then hem them, and the pants will be much better fitting. As you can see, since I did take off so much of that wide-legged part, these are starting to fit nicer and they kind of look like they fit on me. I think I could have gotten away with adding a little bit more fabric on either side if I really wanted to give them that wide-legged look, but the pattern before, I think the cutout for it was just way too big for my frame. So now here's the zipper I'm going to be using. I'm adding an invisible zipper on the side. So again, adjusting where that side zipper is. At this point, I have the waistband complete. I have the side zipper in, and they are starting to really look much better than what they did before. They actually fit now, which is great. I don't have to be holding them up or using a belt. So the last step we need to do is worry about the hem. So I feel like hemming pants is something that most sewists do not like doing, and there ends up being a pile of pants sitting in a corner somewhere that we just don't want to hem. But one of the best ways to think about this for me is I try to figure out what shoes I'm going to be wearing with the pants so I know how much I need to hem, what type of hem I need to do. For these pants, since I had already hemmed them once, I think I'm going to be doing something similar, maybe hemming it about an inch and a half in total, which would make it so I could wear these with flats or maybe very small heels if I wanted, but I don't really wear any other shoes besides those. So the first step to hemming the pants is we are going to turn them so that they are the wrong side out, and then I'm going to fold over the hem once, about a half an inch, and then fold it all over again. So I'm doing a rolled hem so that I can get a really nice effect. Once I have all of it pinned up for both legs, I am then going to try them on once more before I sew them. So trying them on, being careful of the pins, seeing how they fit. Do I like how they're hitting? Do I want to change anything? For these, for myself, I think that these actually hit really well. They both feel even, and I'm going to go ahead and sew this up so that I can have the hem complete. It's really up to you though for how much you want to take off when you're hemming your pants. So now for the hem, I'm just going to do a straight stitch all the way around my pants, being sure that I am backstitching at the beginning and end so that it is a nice and secure stitch, and then they will be ready to be worn. So here, my new pants, they fit so much better. It's really funny how much just like those few adjustments made. So fixing the waistband, adding that zipper on the side. I still have pockets, which is great because the original pattern did not have pockets. So I was able to incorporate that from the wide-legged trousers, and then the hem is done much neater. If this video helped you, be sure to let me know. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.